Hello and welcome to an impromptu video that happened because some recent news that hit actually yesterday as of the upload of this video. So what is going on with Skullgirls? As you read the title, there might be a new update. But what does that mean? Because a lot of people have heard that Skullgirls is already updating the netcode, and the netcode is gonna improve. People have tests. There's a GGPO test branch in the main game, and you can play it by yourself and see that there's actually been a kind of big improvement, even though it was already a really good netcode. But that's not what I'm talking about. Yesterday on Twitter, the Skullgirls account and Mike Z dropped a tweet with a survey asking if people would want another update. I will link the tweet and the link to the survey down in the description and in a comment. So, what am I doing here? What I'm gonna tell you is my wish list, and I'm also gonna show you some things that Mike Z has already said about probably changing, and I agree with all of them basically, but I have some other things to say, and I'll bring you to the survey. So what does the survey say? Okay, so this is the survey. You can see Skullgirls, what it's about. I'm not gonna read all of this. It's basically what I've been telling you, but it's asking for 3 different mentalities: change nothing, leave the game as it is, fix bugs and not change the meta, and full balance pass. I am of the opinion that a full balance pass would be great for the health of the game. Mainly because most teams have big band in them, like 80% of people I play online, and if I look at a tournament, like 80% of people have big band there. And I'm just kind of tired of big band, especially when they don't play songs. Like, why are you even playing big band if you're not playing a song? But okay. Let's see. Change nothing. You definitely typed I fear change during the startup logos. Bug fixes and very minor improvements only. Please don't change the meta much, if at all. Again, do whatever you want. It could seriously be anything. Yeah, it's an old game. I think like 8 years. I think we are, if there's not gonna be Skullgirls 2, at least we are due some changes. How much do the gameplay changes matter to you? I'm ready to play something new. It's kind of the same. I'm ready to play something new. I think that would be amazing. Kinda care, but kinda not, nah. If anything about my character changes and ruins the hundreds of hours of practice I've put in, I will personally post a very nasty message in social media somewhere. They don't matter to me at all. Again, I'm ready to play something new. How invested are you? How invested in Skullgirls gameplay are you? So here's the thing. I saw an anime Illuminati, I forgot who it was not Magic Obama, answer the survey for Guilty Gear Strive. And one of the questions was, how much money do you spend on your hobbies? And he put the highest amount, because he was like, who are they gonna listen to? The guy that has no money or the guy that's gonna give them money? And I was like, you know, that makes sense. So, honestly, so I'm tempted to put I traveled to tournaments and competed them. But I don't. I've only traveled to 1. I play enough to know I'm serious about it. I'm kinda good at the game. I'd say that I'm top 32 consistent if I were to go to a tournament. And maybe in a good day with enough sugar, top 16. But I don't think I'm top 8 level. I just don't practice the game seriously anymore. And that's it. I'm casual, but I'm going to improve, which I honestly think that's a lot of people. I'm casual and fine with it. I think that's also a lot of people, and that's okay. I'm here for story mode and the art gallery. I cosplay, but I don't regularly play. So if you don't really play, I would just please ask you to put I want changes. You know, because even if you don't play, then, well, this is just for me. So if someone else tells you something else and you want to do it for them, go ahead. But for me, I would really like to see some changes, and I'm gonna go to my wish list. So one of the first things that I want to change, I would change in the game, this goddamn move. Can't say that speed, but Jesus Christ, this move. All of that giant hitbox has no hurtbox. Let me get rid of. Look at that, and her body even retracts backwards, making anti-airing that a nightmare. And it's super plus, super big, so easy to combo from, to the point where people can just, like a new player can just do this, and they'll get kind of far in neutral. It's kind of insane. So then I will just nerf some big man assists. Like the heavy DP covers everything and covers from down there. It has been nerfed before, but it's still super good. Ah shit, and it's kind of hard to do moves. There we go. And like it covers all of that, and forward it covers even round start, making it just like you just press it round start and you can like start your own neutral. But I'm kind of fine with that. It's good, but it was nerfed and you can hit it even though it's still going. What I really want is a little normalization on this assist. Mainly because it gives a lot of meter as an assist, the A-Train, and it does a lot of damage. It makes Robo, the character with like the least damage in the game, be able to two-touch you if you have this big band assist. That's kinda nuts. And you know, this one maybe change a little bit of the armor. It's not, I don't think it's that bad. I honestly, what I would want to change is just give this a little less meter build and damage and keep it the same. Kinda just what I'm thinking. And you're saying, but I just want them to do that for the assist, which is possible, because as you'll see, this is hit invincible. That's why it turns the hitboxes turn blue there. Hit invincible, but we call it here, not actually hit invincible. As you will see, it's green the entire time. There is precedent in nerfing assist and only the move in assist form, not inside the game. Next would be Beowulf. For me, Beowulf needs to change. Two things need to change. Just give him more on Dizzy, for the love of God. Like, Jesus Christ. You've always like been with full on Dizzy and then he goes for this, or Chairless heavy punch, and he just does tons more damage, and there's a train assist and there's so much damage. Fun fact, the game called Skullgirls, the most damaging team is the 2 male characters. That's just funny. And this, a top 8 player told me this overhead is actually a safe jump. This overhead over here, and with that light at this distance, like, look at this. This is a pretty safe distance for a lot of things, especially when you call assist, and when you have the threat of an overhead or a grab that will go into crazy damage, especially if you have a train assist. This overhead is 14 frames, which is faster than all of Parasol's command overheads. Not the one that's a jump, not the instant jump overhead with down medium kick. I think that's 12 frames. But this, but of like command normals, this is the fastest one, 14 damage, and it only is not a safe jump against 2 characters in the cast. I would like him to be a little more worried about what's gonna happen when he goes for this. Not just be safe and if it hits, full combo. Also, I would like to make this a little less consistent with how it combos, because if you're in the air, a little bit in the air, it's most likely, doesn't matter where Beowulf is, he will be able to combo you. And it's just, again, it's just crazy damage. And he's just gonna mash that. They nerfed this to be, they nerfed this one, well, oh, it's like this. They nerfed this one to be a little more punishable, but then again, it's really not that punishable. And in top 8 level, you see a lot of people just do something bad and then just whoop, 1 bar, I'm out. Which, with Big Man, they train, like I said, has a lot of meter build, so losing that bar does not matter. This thing is technically airborne for the duration of the dash grab, so you cannot grab it, and a lot of characters who don't have a good reversal, they can just do, like the Bayo can do this, call a train assist, so you cannot jump it, and because of how good these bottoms are, it's basically an unblockable. You can definitely get out of it, but it's so hard, specifically with characters that you cannot just mash out something. Like characters that don't have, that only have hit invincible DPs and not grab invincible. It's just kind of nuts. It's in the list. It's Peacock. Just make this a little more punishable, please. -9. -9 with tons of pushback. Like, I'm here. She cannot punish at that distance because it's -9 only. Like, at this distance, no punish. It's hit invincible and it's safe. It's kind of nuts. Also, something I would change is they have tried this before. Trying to, like, if you hit Peacock, the bomb will appear, but that doesn't. But they said that it made her too bad. I want to do something like Parasol. Like, let's see. Oh, I actually have. Let's do this. The bike didn't hit, but wait a second. It hit me before, but it still hit. The way the bike works for Parasol is that if you're hit in the first 15 frames of that move coming out, it won't hit. But if you get hit after those 15 frames, you will get, bike will still be active. Something like that for Peacock, you know, so I don't feel like I was punished for getting in. That's just kind of nuts. So now we're on Parasol, I also have something for Parasol. I don't want that to be punishable. This is -10. I hit twice with jab and I'm punishable. -2, that's not so bad. +2. -10. This is -10. -3. 0 as fine. -7. Her normals are just a little too minus, especially this one is the one that irks me the most. It's -10, that's fully punishable, like, come on. That's the only thing. I mean, I would also, like, this is wishful thinking. I would like to make that hit higher up to where it looks like it's hitting, but that's just wishful thinking, and it's probably a little busted if it actually did that. Like, you know, there's this whole death zone at the tips of the move, which I would like to not really be there that much, but it's fine. It's fine if they don't change that. This is just wishful thinking. So what I want to change with Robo are 2 simple things. I just want 2 things. I want crouching light kick to actually be usable, and for M danger to be usable. So why am I saying they're not really usable? Robo cannot punish a lot of things with crouching because of the angle it has, and that the hitbox is super specific. So a lot of the times when you try to do this, even when you're trying to OTG with crouching light kick, a lot of the times it will whiff if you're not super close because the angle and that it's super specific. making it with a distance like this. Everyone else in the cast will hit here with a crouching light kick, except Robo. And again, you cannot punish some things because of the poor range and angle this has. So a lot of the times you gotta punish with standing light punch. And medium danger. Because medium danger, as you see, it turns yellow because it's grab invincible and only grab invincible. But it doesn't matter. Because they end up at a distance where my lights won't hit. For most of the cast. And let's see how minus or plus it is. That's +4. This is a 6 frame. That doesn't. The lights won't reach. Again, because of the angle and shit. What about this one? That is 10 frames. No. This one, that reaches 10 frames. What about this one? 13 frames. Okay, so your best bet is going with this, which is 10 frames. So, are you really +4? The opponent needs to do a 6 frame move, and all of them actually have 6 frame jabs like this. Or 6 frame lows. That actually will reach at this distance. So, you kind of just, and if they try to do something else, like a DP or something, you'll just get hit. You're incurring a risk just by doing this, and your reward is nothing. Meanwhile, Peacock has the same concept, but if it hits, it staggers and goes into full combo. I don't know if I want the move to do the same thing, but I just want this move to change so I can actually use it. Because a lot of people actually forget this move exists. So for double, it's the same. Her DHC cat heads. My mom said it's my turn to play the Xbox. Still kinda insane, and yeah. Before, I just want Squiggly to be a little better, because no one plays Squiggly anymore, and when I see a good player play Squiggly, they do this a lot. Because this move is super fast in the air. Super good hitbox, and super good hit stun and block stun. So a lot of people do that to confirm, and I'm like, I just want Squiggly to have more things to do, you know? I want her gameplay to be a little more varied and maybe a little better, so people play her actually. So yeah, that's basically my wish list. I mean, Eliza, I don't think Eliza needs that much. Eliza is not that great because her tools are not that great, but she has all the tools. So I think that's pretty well balanced. I mean, Big Band also has all the tools, but and his tools are amazing. But I digress. I think Eliza is fine. So speaking of which, Mike Z tweeted some examples, and I agree basically with most of them. So, re-adding Eliza's level 5, because she used to have level 5. I think that's fine. Doesn't really change much, and it would be fun to do a level 5 with her. Cat heads being more expensive with DHC, yeah. Allowing DHC to Val's counter, yeah, it's weird, but it would improve like DHC games with her, and it would be hype as hell. Beowulf's grabbing and dizzy IPS level, yeah, like I said, that's kind of insane. Purple Vial damage levels, Purple Vial is... Like, this is the issue with Valentine. Valentine does no damage, until she uses the A-Train Assist or Bella to charge her vial and funk you up with it. I honestly don't know if I would change that much. Because, well, maybe make the vials more viable in a combo or something? Or more viable to charge in a combo without assist? I don't know. And then nerf the damage, it's weird. That's why if you see a Valentine, it's either solo, or there's Big Band A-Train, or Bella Bella. It'll snap healing over time instead of instant. I honestly don't know anything about solo play. I haven't seen anyone play solo play aside from Wing Zero and Outlaw Spike, and I think they're kind of like the only ones that do it and actually do good with them because they're godlike. So what do you guys think? Do you guys want the changes? Do you not want the changes? What changes would you like? Once again, Eliza, I see a lot of people, more specifically, more casual players that are trying to improve and are improving, say that Eliza is top tier. Just let me tell you, Eliza is just simple and forward, so once her train gets going, it's a little hard to stop her, but there are a lot of weaknesses to her style, to her design and everything to make it not insane. You just need more practice. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you next time.